Okay, let's cover the bridge hand. Now, when you first start playing, you need to be able to form the bridge hand and form it in a strong position, because the main objective about the bridge hand is to make sure that the cue sits on a very strong platform. Because if that cue isn't steady, when you're playing certain shots, especially power shots, your accuracy is determined by how structurally sound your bridge hand is. If it's got any weak parts in it, then that's going to jeopardise any kind of accuracy and therefore result in missing shots. And we don't want that. So we need the strongest bridge hand that we can possibly form. Now, when we first start, what we need to do is just plonk our hand on the table just like that. Just plonk it down. Spread your fingers out as wide as possible. And then what you need to do is you need to, as you draw your fingers in, lift your knuckles like that, like a crab, right up like that. That's the only way I can explain it. It's like a crab. So you put your hand down like that flat, and you get your fingers and you bring them together and raise your knuckles at the same time. And as you do that, you bring your thumb into your index finger. And as soon as your thumb and index finger meet, that is the contact, and that's got to be the meatiest part of this bridge hand. That's got to be the strongest part. Now, there can't be any movement, any kind of sideways movement like this. It's got to stay strong and rigid. Now, an extra point, an extra thing that I like to do when I'm playing, which reassures me about having a strong bridge hand, is when I put my bridge hand down, I tend to apply pressure with my index finger and my middle finger like that, both together. I pin those two fingers down in particular more than the other two, and that just gives me a much more solid base when I'm playing. And also there's another tip that I can give you about the bridge hand and about keeping accuracy, especially throughout power shots, is when you're playing your shots, not only your bridge hand needs to be strong, but that whole arm needs to be strong. So if you can get your forearm flat as well on the table, then that just makes it a hell of a lot easier when you're playing the shots. And it's all about stability. You need a stable bridge hand to perform these shots. So let's just do it one more time. So you get your hand, plonk it down on the table, fingers spread, and just bring your fingers in and your knuckles up, kind of like you're scraping the cloth up from underneath. You want to like drag the cloth in. That's kind of what you need to be thinking of when you're doing this. So plonk your hand down, draw your fingers in, and bring your thumb into your index finger, and that's the position. I mean, you can alter the height of your thumb, but when you're playing different shots, like a screw shot, you'll flatten your fingers down. When you're playing a stun shot, you'll bring them up slightly. And then when you're playing a top spin shot, you'll bring your knuckles right the way up. But the form of your bridge hand should never alter. I mean, there are other styles that you can adopt, and when you're playing, your game will evolve on its own anyway, and you'll probably find that there's something better for you that you can try and that works for you. So if that is the case, then you will find that the form of your bridge hand will alter. But at the beginning, at this stage when we're learning, we just need to stick to these basic principles, which are plonk your hand down, drag your fingers in, and bring your thumb into your index finger, and that is the stable part of your bridge hand, and that's what you need to keep the accuracy. Okay, I hope this helps. I hope you like the video, and if you do like the video, please subscribe, and then you'll get to see more content such as this. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you very much. Bye now.